Yo guys, Mike for Sim Racing 604. Welcome back to Automobilista 2, and say hello again to an old friend. Yes, this MOZA Racing R3. So this one, I reviewed it last year, and I think the intent was to release this to the public at the end of 23. I could be wrong about that date, but anyway, it's gone quiet from MOZA Racing about this R3 for a very long time. And for those that don't remember, this was to be MOZA's first entry into the console market. So this R3 wheelbase is compatible with both Xbox and PC. This is something MOZA fans have been asking for a long time. And although personally I would like to see a PlayStation model, it was great to see that MOZA had progressed as a company to the point where they're not only making PC hardware, but also console hardware. So again, this is compatible with Xbox, and as of June 4th, it will be available to the public. I think there was some licensing issues with Microsoft, I'm not sure. To be honest, they didn't really tell us much. But the bottom line is it went quiet on the R3 front for a very long time. So I'm not going to do a full review, I just wanted to do another test drive of this R3 and just give you guys a reminder that this is a product on the market. And as of now, you can purchase it, which is great news, not only for Xbox fans, but also for PC fans looking for something in the very entry-level direct drive market. So this comes in just over 3 Newton meters, with just over 3 Newton meters of torque on offer. Which is not a lot, especially in the PC world. However, because it is a direct drive system, meaning that I guess you would call it an axle right behind the wheel is mounted straight to the motor. There aren't gears or belts translating the forces from a motor. This gives a more direct feel, more accurate force feedback, and stronger, faster forces. So the net result is a better sim racing wheel. And so this would compete against the likes of like the Logitech G923 or whatever the Xbox equivalent of the 923 is, possibly some lower end Thrustmaster belt drive wheels. Whoa. And yeah, so how does the R3 position itself? Well, I would take this over a Logitech or a Thrustmaster belt drive wheel any day of the week. It's quite frankly, not even close. Like, I happen to be very fortunate, and I own a lot of sort of higher-end direct drive wheelbases, and this is not going to compete with that, frankly. Like, man, I'm just getting my butt handed to me in this race, but yeah, in terms of the entry-level wheel market, most of what you'll get is gear or belt-driven wheels, and this direct drive offering, this R3, just it easily clears the likes of the Logitech. So, not the Logitech direct drive offering, the Logitech gear-driven offering, which again, the name eludes me. It was the G29, G923, that sort of ilk from Logitech. Yeah, this clears that quite comfortably. Whoa, that was very uncomfortable, actually, that braking. And yeah, so I would take this over those any day of the week. They just feel fantastic. This just feels fantastic. Again, it's lacking a lot of the crispness, a lot of the strength that you get from the higher end offering. So I'm not trying to sell this as more than it is. Like, I mean, if you're looking for a very strong, very accurate wheel, you know, and you're considering the likes of the, you know, CSLDD or perhaps the Moza R3 or something like that, this is not going to compete with that in terms of fidelity or strength. It will, however, compete with the entry-level belt and gear-driven offerings from any company, and I think Moza's done a really nice job with it. Not only that, one common limitation with those entry-level gear and belt drive wheels is it's a complete system, and you don't really get to upgrade much. There are third-party upgrades to the Logitech, but in terms of being able to rig up different pedals, different wheels, you're somewhat limited in that entry-level market, but MOZA has you covered. This is compatible with a number of their wheel and pedal sets. So this includes the wheelbase, the wheel you're seeing here, and then a 2-pedal set. So it's everything you need to get up and driving, and again, Xbox and PC compatible. But if you choose at a later date to upgrade the wheel, there are plenty of options, so you're not just stuck with this wheel forever. The wheel itself, kind of plasticky, a little bit softer than like a Duramold, but not much. The pedals, I'm not running them right now. I've kept my Husink Velds on. Again, this is not meant to be a review. You can go back and watch my review if you choose. But yeah, this is just meant to be sort of a reminder that this is out there and an announcement that this is now available to the public at long last. I'm not sure I want to air this video. I rarely have races this bad. Wow, I am in 23rd position. This is horrible. This has been a terrible race for me. I don't know what's going on here with my pace, but regardless, just showcasing a wheel here. And yeah, the force feedback is quite good. When you go over a curb, like I was hoping there would be some bumps on this curb, but like the road texture is very good. It took me one try to get it right in Automobilista 2. There's some good tuning options in the Pit House software. It's also, I believe, app compatible. There is a MOZA companion app, and you can dial your settings in while you drive, which is great. So you have plenty of options in terms of getting the force feedback to your liking. And these, whoa, oh man, that was a brutal collision there. Why do I keep slipping further and further back? Is it all just down to turn 1? I am using boost, but I'm still just getting absolutely destroyed. Speaking of destroyed, look at that orange car up ahead. Look at that back bumper. That's pretty rough. Not sure if I was the cause of that. Hasn't exactly been a clean race for me.
Okay, you're clear. Car right.
But yeah, so if you're in the market, I would definitely say give the R3 a consideration. There aren't many, like, one of the things I like to say in my reviews of direct drive wheelbases is, all right, well, there's further damage. This has been just an abysmal race for me. But yeah, one of the things I like to say when you're considering buying a direct drive wheel is just make sure you have a sufficient setup to accommodate it, because it is stronger forces. So if you have it bolted to a weaker, like, entry-level cockpit, you might run into some issues with shaking and sort of torquing on the rig. But this is fine. You're at, near about 3 Newton meters peak torque from this motor. So it's not like it's going to do any long-term damage. And it does include a bracket as well for mounting to a desk or something like that. So yeah, good mounting options, and my usual warnings about upgrading to direct drive really don't have any bearing. All right, here we go. Oh, I missed it. Here we go. Yeah, I just wanted to feel those bumps. I guess you'd call them sausage curbs, but they're very sort of peaky little curbs, and I just wanted to feel that sort of staccato feeling of force feedback through the wheelbase, and it did in fact deliver. It feels great, so no concerns there. All right, I got one car getting dangerously close to me. I don't want to give up this 23rd position. Fighting for my life here. Oh boy, big lock there.
You've got 1 2 lengths back.
I know I do. Alright, 6 minutes to go in this horrendous race. This deserves to be brought to a close. I forgot my boost, This guy's gonna pass me. I'm gonna try and sneak in, get a slipstream from this guy. Was he able? Oh, he never made it past, and I'm using boost now, so I think I might be able to save this.
You need 2 lengths behind you. Still there.
I know he's still there.
Still 2 lengths back.
But yeah, plenty of other reviews out there as well if you don't want to take my word. Lots of great people have done great reviews on this product. And
1 length back.
yeah, I hope it goes well for MOZA. Again, the end goal, or not the end goal, but what I would love to see from them in the future would be a PlayStation compatible wheel. I think that Gran Turismo market would be so cool to tap into with an entry-level direct drive like this. I guess the CSLDD could work for that, but
On your right.
yeah, sort of an all-in-one for $400-ish US.
Still on your right.
That would be cool. That'd be cool.
Still there.
I think the sim racing market and racing game market demands it. So let's see where Moza ends up with that. I have heard that Sony licenses are more difficult to get, but maybe there's truth to that, maybe there isn't. So we'll see what Moza can come up with. I know they're always looking to expand their lineup. It's been a comparatively quiet 2024 for MOZA Racing. Oh, track limit warning 2 of 3. Not going well for old Uncle Mike. Yeah, 2023, it was just like, it seemed like once a month I would look on my doorstep and see a new Moza product. But 2024 has been comparatively quiet for Moza. But yeah, we'll see what they bring. And I may or may not have something about 5 feet to my left that begs to be reviewed. A new Moza product, perhaps. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, I've got the boost. Can I catch this guy and get that coveted 23rd position back? There we go.
Watch left.
23, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Good number in basketball. Not so great in the race order, but not last. That's the important part. It's always my goal in life. Don't be last.
Still there.
I'm just going to use up all these boost opportunities. Not sure they're even helping. Not like I can take it home with me. Alright, try it down the start-finish straight here. Primed and we are off. Go, baby, go. Eleanor, gone in 60 seconds, right? No, too old. Nobody will get that reference. Boost again as we come out of this corner. Should kick in. I think I may actually be reeling this guy in the car ahead. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm just going boost wild here. Everyone gets a boost. You get a boost. I get a boost. Alright, so 2 minutes to go. Actually, I think it's 15 minutes plus a lap, so we'll see what happens with the timing. It's just a couple laps left, but yeah, overall, R3 I think is a really good product. Again, it's not going to compete with you know, your higher end direct drive wheelbases, and I don't want to oversell it, but I think for the entry level market, yeah, this could definitely be a winner. Again, I would take this over the likes of the G923 any day of the week. Same as the Thrustmaster. The one exception from Thrustmaster would be the TGT2, which is, in my opinion, one of the worst values in sim racing. I think a belt drive wheel in the modern day that costs, what does that cost, $700 or $800? I don't like it, but in terms of its performance, yeah, it outperforms this. So that would be like the lone belt drive option I can think of that would outperform this R3. But I think a lot of people are going to be happy with this. You can sort of scale upward that, you know, the higher the peak torque count on a motor, on a sim racing wheelbase, the better it's going to be generally. It starts to get a little iffy around 10 Newton meters. There are some, like the Logitech, for example, direct drive, or the T818 Thrustmaster that, yeah, are going to outperform some others that are higher in count. But generally, especially when you're in the single digits, the higher the peak torque count, the better your force feedback is going to be. So use that as sort of a rule of thumb in terms of how this is going to stack up against the likes of the CSLDD or the Moza R3 or things like that. So, yep, it has its limitations, but overall, very, very good. And I feel like I've finally come into my groove with this car, and I'm chasing this guy down, but far too late. We will cross the start-finish line and then have one more lap, I believe. I don't think the leaders are quite at the start-finish line yet. Maybe they are, so maybe there's 2 more laps, but I'm not sure. Can I beat this guy into braking? Definitely on the right line to do so. Now, can I keep it clean under acceleration? Sure can't.
Use it wide, left side. Clear.
All right, I got him.
One left behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Still there. Still
One
one left.
left back.
One on your left.
Okay. Is this the final lap? I don't know. Feel like it should be, but perhaps not. And I have gone through, I think I started with 40 boosts, and I'm down to 18 now. Just been using it pretty much out of every corner. I could use another one right here, but hardly a point. Got decent speed down this straightaway. Alright, so depending on where the leaders were, this may or may not be the last lap. Let's see. Is this checkered? There we go. All right. So that's it. Moza R3. Check out Moza's website to learn more, but it should be available now. Xbox and PC compatible, roughly $400. Enjoy. Let me know your thoughts.